Okay, I find I have to put her cloths through there, otherwise she just she's gone a bit more unsettled now with this baby in here, but they're fine. They're similar ages. This little blue one, lavender one, is younger because Matilda is small for her age. I'll have to clean out her cage a bit better on the thing tomorrow, like the underneath tomorrow. We've been flooding, so that was very good that we went and caught you before roosting time. She was very good. I got her and her friends to go into the enclosure because I've trained my birds to go in the enclosure when I ask them to. And then I also trained them to go up, so to fly up. And I got her to fly up onto the, I couldn't film it because I was doing it. And I got her to fly up onto the table next to the roost, because my big coop is up on a roost and the ducks and the geese go in underneath and the chickens all go on the top and the guinea fowls go above that. And then I was able to catch her because she was up high. I couldn't get her from under the tables because I'm not wily enough. I can't climb under there. You've got a red eye with the flash. So anyway, so Matilda's got a little bit of a friend for a while until we find out what's wrong with your leg, and I'll have to, it might need a splint, I think. I hope I've gotten enough good footage of it to show people and get some help with it. And I'm terrified of splinting. The thing that I'm terrified of is doing it too tight, like making the problem worse. Look at you, you funny girl. You're a funny girl. Look at her, she's gonna go cranky at me. I know, you're gonna get cranky at me, I know, but you were very quiet. You were very quiet when I picked you up. You were very good. I know. That's how you tame them, by the way. See, even though she was pecking at me, just in a situation, I do this with them in the evenings when it's not raining. I come up, I do this to them. I come up from behind them and I stroke behind their legs, depending on which way they're facing, and then I come up. I don't want to stress her too much, but I'm going to try and show you. I know. See? And you come in under here, and I know, sorry, I know. And they hurt when they get older and they do that to you. And you do under here, and you touch their wattles, and they like this, stroking their wattles. Not the best example, but just you start with that. They don't like it to begin with, and then they actually get used to it. When you can learn to get to their wattles and under their necks, they actually start to enjoy it. Unless they realise you're not going to kill them. Because they kind of think, they're expecting you to kill them. They're not naturally, they're not domesticated birds. They're not. I think eventually they will be through selective breeding, because obviously the ones that we will tend to breed from will be the ones that we can handle more, and the ones that go off and nest and are wild and harder to catch are more likely to probably get killed, things like that. So I think they will become a more domesticated bird. But the thing that's fantastic, she's listening to their egrets out there. I know. We saw them, didn't we? And there was eagles, and it was very scary because you couldn't keep up with the flock, and that was very scary, and it was scary for you. I'll tell you, this is a true story. She was up on the embankment, and all the other birds had came down, and she was trying to get down, and then she was scared and she walked back, and I came and I said to her, no, and I used my hands. I've got very clear hand signals, so I went like this. I don't want to scare her, but I went like this, and that means, that tells them to go in that direction. I said, no, come back this way, come on. And I followed her, and then she went down where the others did, and she caught up with them. And she needed some help. Didn't she, sweetie? And she's listening to her flock, and that will be very hard for her. So it's kind of good that we've got Matilda, our nurse bird. Poor darling. Her feathers do get caught in the cage. I could either line this with some mesh. I know. I've got this really with towels around it because she sneezed a couple of times this morning. She hasn't since. And it's just been so cold, but it did brighten up this afternoon. We got torrential rain and flooding, but we had a nice break from it this afternoon, which is when I caught her. And it was actually sunny, and it's the middle of winter, and it was beautiful. Anyway, I've gone on way too long. This is their feed. Matilda reaches all that quite nicely. I'm going to just use cloths, and I do want to get a roll for her to be able to put her head on. And I might get a mesh cage for her eventually, like a doggy cage, or I can just put mesh on the insides of this. Sorry baby, I'm scaring you, I know, I'm sorry. So that her wings can't get caught. Yeah, I know. You can have some guinea time. I'm not going to take her out for a cuddle tonight. I normally would before dark, or around dark time. I don't like to disrupt her sleep too much. But I won't now because there's this other bird here and I don't want to disrupt them any more than they are. Thanks for listening.